Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Bright Ideas Daily Nugget. I am your host, Trent Dyrsmid, and this is the daily video series where I answer your questions about how to grow your e-commerce business, as well as to give you a look over my shoulder as my team and I grow ours towards our goal of $10 million. Today's question comes from Kyle Bowman, and Kyle asks, how do I forecast the monthly gross profit, that's a bit of a tongue twister, for a product? So Kyle, thanks very much for submitting your question. This is actually very, very easy to do. The first thing you need to do is get an estimate of the total sales for that particular product. So you can use Jungle Scout for that. You can use Product Discovery for that. I'm sure there are even more tools, but those are the ones that we would generally use. And then you want to figure out how many sellers are in contention for the buy box. So those would be FBA sellers whose price is within roughly 2% of the lowest price. Some tools will do this automatically for you, or you can simply have a VA look at the seller's page and count the number of sellers. So let's say that the estimated sales was 1,000 units per month, and you determined that there were 3 sellers in contention for the buy box, and you would then be the 4th seller. So we're going to take 1,000 divided by 4 sellers, the 3 that exist, plus you. That means you can expect to sell 250 units per month. And then you're going to take, what we do is we look at assuming that we have a 15%, which is our bare minimum gross profit that we would expect on a product. So whatever, let's say it was a $20 product, so that's going to be what? 250 times 2 is, I think that's going to be about $5,000 of revenue per month times 15%, which is going to be what, 75, let's see, 5,000, 10% of that would be 500, so about $750 if I'm doing the math correctly in my head. So that is the formula. Now, before you go ahead and buy the product, obviously you have to confirm that you can, in fact, achieve that, which many times you can. Sometimes it's going to be even better. And then I would also encourage that you double check all of those numbers, that you count reviews to make sure that the number of reviews over the last 30 days are consistent with the number of sellers. Consistent with the number of sales. You can generally expect about 2 to 3% of buyers to leave a review. So you just do the reverse math on that. And you want to make sure it's not sold by Amazon. And there's a whole bunch of other things that you would want to do in your due diligence process before you actually issue a purchase order. But your question was that, how do I forecast profitability? And that is how you do it. So if you'd like to submit a question of your own, just go to Brightideas.co/asktrent. If you're not yet a member of our vibrant community and would like to receive notifications of future Daily Nugget videos, as well as my podcast, where I interview other successful e-commerce entrepreneurs, go ahead and become a subscriber at Brightideas.co. And when you do, you'll get access to our Facebook mastermind groups. And if you're watching this in one of those groups, please do give it a like, a share, and a comment. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care. We'll see you in the next Daily Nugget. Bye-bye.